talking about bringing that 4B movement right here to the United States.
Operation 4B.
Refuse to date men, get married, have sex with them, or children.
All I have to say is good luck getting laid. Me and my girlies are participating in the 4B movement.
Meanwhile,
I've been railed by 300 people in 6 months. 300. Your girl has also been railed in 11 different countries this year, which is also wild.
No more kitty cat for moderate men. And all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be. Clearly, they don't give a shit about us.
No attention to men.
In reality,
I feel like I'm dying from touch starvation. I feel like if I were to get the kind of hug that I really want, I would crumble into pieces.
I started the egg freezing process. I did some preliminary tests which showed that my egg count is really low.
Don't you want a woman of your own?
What for?
Share your name, bear your children, be a companion.
They asked me to quit drinking, quit gambling, save my money, and to bitch about her aches and pains all day? No thanks.
Hello there fellas, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're gonna cover another new nonsense started by modern women calling 4B movement. This is after the election, they're mad, they want to do something, so they decided to bring back a movement that didn't work before, thinking it will work now. It won't. Now I have series of clips to show you why it won't work, but just to give a general idea of why it won't work, I'll just give my conclusion at the very start. So let's just see first what 4B movement means.
You guys feel spicy? Because I do.
No matter how loud, how kind, respectful, how cute, men will still hate you.
Women are talking about bringing that 4B movement right here to the United States.
Operation 4B.
Refuse to date men, get married, have sex with them, or children.
All I have to say is good luck getting laid. Me and my girlies are participating in the 4B movement.
No more kitty cat for moderate men. And all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be. Clearly, they don't give a shit about us.
No attention to men. Delete block. Do not respond to them.
Government cares that they're not having kids because children are the future labor force.
I'm gonna start barking and getting crazy.
You think I'm crazy? Just like all the women before me who were crazy.
It is the best thing I've ever done. For my mental health, we're not crazy. We have to do this together.
The women who are doing the 4B movement help other women who are doing the 4B movement.
Sorry, if you're a man, I will not be responding to you. I am going to be promoting the 4B movement.
Do not acknowledge them. Do not look at them. Do not laugh at their jokes.
Why exactly are you going to keep becoming subservient to a nation that doesn't literally care about you?
Wake women up.
A nation that doesn't care about you. I'm pretty sure for the past 4 or 5 years, it was all about diversity and all that crap. Constantly pushing all these fat, ugly women and just making them win awards and beauty contests. Like you all know what just happened, what was happening. But we all know this is not going to work because the top tier guys are still going to sleep around with women, and this woman will easily give them that access because they are top tier men and they are rare. On the other hand, average men have already walked away. They don't want this kind of woman because they already have high body count and are not even eligible for a wife material or a marriage. So this doesn't work anyway. If you don't understand what I'm trying to say, here is a small clip that can easily explain that to you.
But anyway, all of the women are attracted to a very, slim section of the men at the top, and they end up having really low quality relationships with them. The green lines are the satisfying long-term relationships, and the orange and red are the ones where it's like, well, I would be, I would date him, but he doesn't want to date me. And I think that's what you're asking there is the experience of women using dating apps and walking around in the world. It's just a very small number of the guys at the top who get those kind of looks.
Right. And can you explain the left side of your chart there?
The left one is the way that men see women in the world, is that they're very willing to have relationships directly across with women that they have never met before. Like a male 5 walking around on the subway will look at a female 5 and go, oh, maybe she's the girl for me, right? But a female 5 does not do that with a male 5. They're only going to be looking at the top guys if they haven't met them and don't know anything about them yet. So the dynamics of you can only know so many men, right? The dynamics of attraction are heavily weighted towards just the most desirable guys.
Word. And did you have something also, like another drawing that's somewhat related to this one, but you said that there's a bottom portion of men that are invisible?
Yeah, I just sort of keep this thing around. It's a little joke that I tell. There's a study that confirms this as well. Like they watched women's brains on a brain scan, and they said that with really unattractive men, really low value men, that they saw them as not even there, that they didn't register people in their brains at all. So I've had this experience myself. I used to drive for Lyft and Uber, and girls with really good jobs and getting a lot of male attention would get in the car, and they would talk to me they would talk to each other in the backseat like I was not there. They would say things that you would not say in front of a stranger.
Gotcha.
Hope that made you understand what I was trying to say, that this woman will easily give it away for the top tier guys, and all this 4B nonsense is for the people who are average guys who are like 80% of the population. They don't want that, and these are the moments for them while they are sleeping around with these top tier guys who doesn't want them. Now, why would men don't want to marry? I guess this small clip then easily sums that up.
So you're not married?
Nope.
Ever been?
Nope.
Want to be?
Nope.
Don't you want a woman of your own?
What for?
Share your name, bear your children, be a companion.
They asked me to quit drinking, quit gambling, save my money, and to bitch about her aches and pains all day? No thanks.
I guess that right there should just answer all this 4B nonsense. That's what men are thinking right now. Most men share these emotions because women aren't worth it.
I've been watching you all night from across the room.
You should go back there and keep watching.
Specifically those of you that are deciding to participate in the ever-growing popular 4B movement, I noticed something that I think a lot of you might want to know. Your privilege is showing. Yeah, it's really hanging out there, practically flapping in the wind, really. Because honestly, if a lot of you think that you're oppressed in the United States, I highly recommend that you look up the definition of oppression in the dictionary. And if that doesn't help, do look into what some women in this world actually have to go through that are genuinely oppressed, that have to worry about if they're going to actually make it to the next day or not. Honestly, I think many of them would consider what you think is oppression to be a slap in the face to what they have to go through. Oh, and by the way, those of you that have decided to shave your heads, did you really think that through? Because you're really kind of implying that a woman with no hair is unattractive. And I really hope that wasn't what some of you were implying in regards to women that actually have hair loss or are bald through no choice of their own. I would really not like to think that you're implying that those women are now considered to be unattractive. Is that the overall goal there, or did you just not think that through? Oh, and by the way, if you decided to shave your head on a whim, it's really unfortunate because you could have donated that hair to some sort of charity to a woman that actually needs it. Because honestly, right now, it seems like a lot of you are just throwing selfish little temper tantrums. And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
I feel like I'm dying from touch starvation. I feel like if I were to get the kind of hug that I really want, I would crumble into pieces. I don't get hugs. It is. It could be maybe a hello, whatever, maybe. But it's not enough. I don't know how you. How am I gonna go the rest of my life like this? I think that that's really hard. I'm just really struggling. I'm really struggling. I spent last night just going like this. 20 minutes.
I do not accept a coffee or a walk as a possible date option, and neither should you. First of all, I'm not a dog that needs to be walked. Second, I have an espresso machine at home, works fabulous. We're not doing drinks either. You're gonna try to get me drunk and take me back home. No. We are doing dinner. You're gonna pick me up. We're gonna come to the restaurant. We're gonna see your table manners. We're gonna see what you order. We're gonna see, do you hold your chopsticks correctly?
What do you mean we? Nintendo? No, nigga, we as in us. Us? Are you talking about the movie? Nigga, us.
We're just gonna, study you a bit. Okay, so dinner it is.
I started the egg freezing process. I did some preliminary tests which showed that my egg count is really low. The doctors did tell me that might affect my fertility. It's just so sad. I've been like crying the entire day. Like I just feel this giant pain in my stomach right now.
Now I find myself talking with women, and truthfully, that's just fine. But I kind of miss male attention. And male attention seems to dissipate with age. You become sort of invisible, or you feel like you become invisible. It's that feeling of flirting and the other person being like so not, not receptive, not interested. And you think, oh, well, that's just one time, or that's just, but it's like all the time. Unless I'm off my game, who knows?
I've always said, like, I want a nice guy. I've always been into, like, the heads or, like, the douchebags of the male community because I was so traumatized by them. I'm sitting there being like, I want a nice man. Like, why can't a guy just come to my life and be so nice and, like, be obsessed with me? And then I find, like, a guy that's really nice, and I am so thrown off. Like, I really did find a guy who's, like, super fucking nice. Like, the most respectful, like, anything I really need, like, he's gonna do it for you. I'm sitting there like, like, I'm the problem. I'm the fucking problem. I do want a healthy relationship. Okay, I really do. More than anything, that's what I want. I think I just still need a guy who, like, gives me a run for my money. I'm so the problem because, like, you're nice. Like, literally, like, Connor from Love Island vibes. But, like, it's just too nice.
I hate not having a man sometimes for real, because why am I taking my car to the shop to get my tire repaired? I feel like my man should be doing that for me. But no. I have to be the man and do it myself. I hate it. I hate it here. I hate not having a man sometimes for real, because why am I taking my car to the shop to get my tire repaired? I feel like my man should be doing that for me. But no. I have to be the man and do it myself. I hate it. I hate it here.
Everybody had you as a side chick. I'm gonna be honest. I thought everybody else had you as a side chick, and listen, in a male community, we know the chicks that's like, yo, that's side chick. And then we know the dumb who wifes up the side chick. And we're like,
so what makes me a side chick? Because I'm beautiful? And
no, because the one who everybody but doesn't wife. That's the side chick. Sorry.
So who have I been side chick?
You wrote a book.
Who have I been a side chick? But I was never a side chick.
Well, when you write a book about having casual, and by the way, not one of them claimed you. We assume, you know why men don't claim women? Because we have our real girl that we don't want to tell about you.
I've been railed by 300 people in 6 months. 300. If you don't know, my goal for this year was 365 people in 365 days, and I have done 300 in 6 months. Your girl has also been railed in 11 different countries this year, which is also wild. So technically, I can make the 600. I was going to do 600 in 2025, but I think we can do it this year. So we are a little bit behind because it's actually mid-June right now, but I've got it. I've got it in me. It's all good. You just wait. I'm going to do 600 this year.
Now this next clip really sums up why women cannot be happy. No matter what they say, their actions prove that they are never happy. Let's see what we got here.
Are incapable of being happy?
Why do you say that?
Because women with curly hair buy a straighter. Women with straight hair buy a curler. Women with dark hair dye it blonde. Women with blonde hair dye it dark. Women with big boobs, they get a breast reduction. Women with small boobs, they get implants. I mean, you can't make that species happy. If they're light skinned, they want to get darker. There is no making them happy. They got eyebrows. They shave them off and draw new ones on. There is no making that species happy. When the Almighty created woman, He created a weird animal.
Anything else?
Ooh, that was good. That last statement fires some people up.
Anything else?
No, that's it. I mean, I'm sure there's more. Yeah.
What about men?
No, men are good.
Well, anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully, it gives you some idea that how this 4V movement is going to be video, because what women say what they want and what they actually react to and what their actions are completely different. But let me know what you guys feel about that. Here are some more videos if you're interested in watch. And that's it. I'll see you next one.